Sean Diddy Combs accused of breaking jail rules to corruptly influence witnesses, jurors, docs, by Eileen Reslin. Prosecutors are accusing Sean Diddy Combs of attempting to corruptly influence his sex trafficking trial by evading how his calls are monitored in jail, blackmailing victims, and other bombshell claims. The federal government claimed in an opposition filed Friday and obtained by Page 6 that since the disgraced music mogul, 55, has been in custody at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, NY, he has, repeatedly, communicated with others in ways that violate the prison's regulations. He has allegedly used the telephone accounts of at least 8 other inmates, seemingly in an effort to avoid prosecutors hearing his calls with people who are not on his approved contact list. Prosecutors allege that Combs has been paying off the other inmates in order to use their accounts via payment processing apps and commissary account deposits. When he is on a call, the bad boy for life rapper has allegedly also violated another rule by instructing the person on the other line, including family members and attorneys, to add other individuals via three-way call. This practice is also not authorized by BOP Federal Bureau of Prisons, as it helps conceal the identities of the contacted individuals, the court documents state. The defendant's repeated circumvention of BOP regulations, starting almost immediately after arriving at MDC, speaks volumes about his ability to comply with any conditions of release. Prosecutors allege that Combs has also launched a public relations strategy while on his calls in an effort to use public statements to alter public perception. They noted the last night rapper's 55th birthday earlier this month as his example of this alleged plan. At the defendant's carefully curated direction, the defendant's children posted a video to their respective social media accounts showing the defendant's children gathered to celebrate the defendant's birthday, prosecutors wrote in the court filing. They conclude that the entertainer's alleged behavior provides the clear inference that the defendant's goal is to blackmail victims and witnesses either into silence or providing testimony helpful to his defense. Page 6 has reached out to Combs' reps for comment but did not immediately hear back.
Prosecutors have accused Sean Diddy Combs of violating jail rules at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. They allege he used other inmates' phone access and unauthorized communication systems to contact individuals, some not on his approved list. Additionally, he reportedly orchestrated a social media campaign around his birthday, aiming to influence potential jurors. These accusations are part of their opposition to his latest bail request, arguing he's actively trying to obstruct the legal process. Prosecutors argue that Diddy's actions, such as unauthorized communication and attempts to influence public perception, undermine the integrity of the legal process. This behavior has weakened his case for being granted bail, as it suggests an ongoing effort to obstruct justice. It's likely, given the accusations, that additional developments in the case could emerge. If Diddy continues actions perceived as obstructing justice, prosecutors might present even more evidence to support their claims. This could further complicate his legal position and any future attempts for bail. Prosecutors claim Diddy repeatedly broke jail rules, jeopardizing his legal defense. Allegations include using unauthorized messaging systems, others' phone codes, and three-way calls to contact individuals, including witnesses. He's also accused of influencing social media to sway potential jurors, involving his children in a birthday campaign to alter public perception. Prosecutors argue these actions aim to obstruct justice, making him a flight risk and unfit for bail. The court's response will likely depend on further evidence presented against him. Diddy is accused of using unauthorized communication methods, like inmate phone codes and third-party messaging, to evade law enforcement monitoring. Prosecutors say he directed his children social media campaigns to influence public opinion and jurors. Payments to inmates and three-way calls allegedly helped conceal identities in communications. These behaviors are part of the government's argument that he is obstructing justice and poses a risk if granted bail. Prosecutors are pressing serious claims against Diddy, suggesting he misused inmate phone codes and unauthorized messaging services like Contact Me ASAP to evade surveillance. They also allege he tampered with witnesses indirectly and orchestrated social media campaigns, particularly around his birthday, to sway public opinion and a potential jury. Furthermore, he's accused of directing payments to inmates for their cooperation. These actions have intensified accusations of obstruction and are being used to justify denying his bail request. Prosecutors allege Diddy paid inmates using commissary deposits and payment apps for access to their phone codes, but they have not disclosed the specific amount of money involved in these transactions. This is part of the broader claim that he used these methods to evade monitoring while in custody. Prosecutors have alleged that Diddy used coded language during phone calls to direct his sons to take specific actions, including orchestrating social media posts. This was reportedly part of an attempt to sway public opinion and potentially influence the jury. These activities are being cited as further evidence of his efforts to obstruct the legal process while in custody. A recent leaked jail phone call allegedly reveals Sean Diddy Combs instructing his son to dispose of pizza boxes and recycle the plastic. This has sparked speculation online, with some linking it to the Pizzagate conspiracy, which claims to involve occult and criminal activities. The mention of pizza and boxes in the context of the conversation has led to rumors suggesting hidden meanings related to child trafficking, though no solid evidence has emerged to confirm these claims. The conversation is fueling online chatter about Diddy's involvement in darker, unverified activities. The pizza boxes, referenced in Diddy's phone call, allegedly instructing his son to dispose of them, has sparked significant speculation online, particularly due to associations with the Pizzagate.
How you live? Do not entertain none of these nonsense and nothing over the phone. Alright? I'm gonna need you to get rid of all the leftover pizza boxes. You know what? All the boxes left over from the pizza. All the boxes. Make sure you recycle the plastic like you talked about. Yeah. Hey, reach out yet? Nah, Bob. He ghosting. I just want to do it. These coming out because I'm in here. It's all good. You about to get out on bail. Everybody out there quiet as more. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. We gonna let them have their little fun, but I'm still gonna have a last laugh. About all these lawsuits though, ain't none of them getting shit. I ain't worth nothing. Ain't got shit in my name anyway. Don't even worry about it. But your money hungry.
Conspiracy theory. In the phone call, Diddy's words about recycling and pizza boxes have been twisted by some to suggest a coded message. However, these interpretations are not supported by concrete evidence. While the conversation might seem innocuous to some, it has attracted attention due to ongoing rumors around Diddy's personal life and legal troubles. It's important to note that these claims about the pizza boxes are largely speculative and have yet to be verified as part of any illicit activities. The controversy surrounding the case stems from broader accusations, including witness tampering and attempts to influence public perception, rather than specific evidence related to this call. As of now, no definitive link has been made between these phrases and criminal behavior. There has been significant attention surrounding Diddy's case, particularly the allegations involving his communication with inmates. One of the most concerning elements is his alleged use of coded language to direct his sons and other associates. It appears that these activities may have crossed into illegal territory, with prosecutors suggesting that these phone calls could be tied to illicit activities, such as instructing individuals to take actions that could obstruct legal processes. In relation to the alleged instructions involving pizza boxes, the speculation is that this could be a part of a larger strategy to hide evidence or mislead investigators, although the exact legal ramifications aren't fully clear yet. While many details remain under investigation, such coded communications could lead to charges related to conspiracy or obstruction of justice. In terms of the legal impact, Diddy's case touches on several serious criminal charges, including possible violations of federal laws regarding phone use in jails and the transportation of goods or individuals in connection with criminal activities. If proven, these actions could result in additional charges, complicating his legal situation even further. Given the ongoing investigations and legal battles, these developments could have serious long-term effects on his career and personal life. The full ramifications will likely depend on how the legal system handles the evidence and whether any further charges are filed. The association between pizza boxes and child trafficking is rooted in a conspiracy theory known as Pizzagate. This theory gained traction in 2016 and falsely suggested that high-profile figures, including politicians and celebrities, were involved in a child sex trafficking ring operating out of a pizza restaurant in Washington, D.C. There is no evidence to support these claims, but the theory has persisted online and has led to wild speculations about seemingly innocuous things, such as pizza being code for illegal activities. When Diddy's phone call allegedly referenced pizza boxes, some people online began speculating, linking it to this baseless theory. They believed the term could be part of a hidden message or code used to discuss illicit activities, including child trafficking. This is not a direct claim of Diddy being involved in such crimes, but rather a misinterpretation based on the unfounded Pizzagate narrative. It's important to stress that no credible evidence connects Diddy or the specific mention of pizza boxes to any criminal behavior of this nature. The real legal issue for Diddy remains the alleged obstruction of justice and his attempts to influence jurors and witnesses. Pizzagate refers to a baseless conspiracy theory that emerged during the 2016 U.S. presidential election. It falsely claimed that a child sex trafficking ring involving high-profile political figures was being operated out of a pizzeria in Washington, D.C., called Comet Ping Pong. The theory was fueled by hacked emails from John Podesta, Hillary Clinton's campaign chairman, which were published by WikiLeaks. Conspiracy theorists misinterpreted innocent references to pizza and other terms in the emails as code words for illicit activities, especially involving child exploitation. Despite its viral spread online, there is no evidence supporting the claims of Pizzagate. The theory was widely debunked by law enforcement, media, and fact-checking organizations. In fact, the situation led to real-world consequences, such as a man who believed the theory breaking into Comet Ping Pong with a firearm, though fortunately, no one was harmed. Pizzagate's false narrative continues to be a part of broader online misinformation and has been connected to other conspiracy theories, including QAnon. These theories often latch onto real events or information and distort them to create elaborate and unfounded claims, which can spread widely through social media. When Diddy mentioned pizza boxes in his phone call, some people immediately connected it to the Pizzagate conspiracy theory, which falsely linked pizza references to child sex trafficking. This connection is based on the idea that phrases like pizza and cheese were allegedly used as code words for illicit activities in the debunked Pizzagate narrative. Given the background of the conspiracy theory, some people speculated that Diddy's mention of pizza boxes might be part of a hidden message, despite there being no credible link between the two. However, it's important to clarify that there's no evidence supporting this interpretation. The theory surrounding the pizza boxes is based purely on speculative, unfounded connections to a widely debunked conspiracy. The real legal focus for Diddy remains the allegations of obstruction of justice and attempts to influence the legal process through his phone calls and communications. In the leaked phone conversation, Diddy allegedly instructed his son to take care of the pig pants, which, like the pizza boxes comment, is being interpreted by some as code. The specific meaning behind pig pants remains unclear, but online speculators are associating it with cryptic language used in the context of illegal activities, similar to how pizza boxes were linked to the Pizzagate conspiracy. However, these interpretations are based on unfounded connections, with no clear evidence to back up any sinister meanings. The instruction to recycle the plastics in the phone call between Diddy and his son is another part of the conversation that has fueled speculation. Much like the references to pizza boxes and pig pants, it's been interpreted by some as a coded message, though the true meaning remains unclear. The phrase might be innocuous, referring simply to recycling, or it could be seen as part of a larger cryptic conversation. However, there's no concrete evidence suggesting illegal activity is actually involved. It does seem unusual for a grown man to be instructed to throw out pizza boxes and recycle plastic. This odd phrasing has led some to believe the conversation could be coded, possibly related to illegal activities. Given the ongoing legal case and accusations surrounding Diddy, some people have linked these phrases to efforts to conceal evidence or organize actions outside normal legal boundaries. However, without further context or clarification, the exact meaning remains speculative and unproven. Prosecutors are raising concerns that Diddy's request to get rid of all the pizza boxes could be an attempt to conceal evidence. This interpretation suggests that the action may not be about disposal of waste, but part of a larger strategy to hide something important, potentially related to his legal case. This has added weight to allegations of obstruction of justice and efforts to manipulate the legal process. Prosecutors have accused Diddy of attempting to intimidate witnesses and influence their testimonies. Notably, he allegedly contacted former employees, including Kalena Harper, multiple times after his arrest. He reportedly offered financial support, such as rent payments, to victims and encouraged them to alter their statements. This pattern of behavior is part of the evidence that prosecutors believe indicates an ongoing effort to obstruct justice, leading to his bail being denied. In addition to Kalena Harper, Diddy is also alleged to have contacted other witnesses, including individuals mentioned in lawsuits against him, like those related to sexual abuse accusations. He reportedly reached out to multiple people after raids on his properties, offering them support and attempting to persuade them to alter their testimonies.
Diddy allegedly bombarded former Dirty Money bandmate Kalena Harper with over 50 calls after Don Richard lawsuit. According to the Neighborhood Talk, the assistant U.S. attorney states that Diddy allegedly contacted Kalena Harper, a former member of Dirty Money, 54 times in a single day. The calls reportedly occurred shortly after Don Richard filed a bombshell lawsuit accusing Diddy of sexual assault and other allegations, naming Kalena 33 times as a witness. It's worth noting that the calls happened before Kalena posted a statement on Instagram, where she opposed some of Don's claims. Kalena stated she had never witnessed any illegal or abusive activity as alleged in the lawsuit. Prosecutors believe Diddy's communication with these witnesses contributed to many expressing fear during interviews. And she distanced herself from the lawsuit, noting, "Many of the allegations and incidents described in this suit are not representative of my experiences, and some do not align with my own truth." Harper also denied any knowledge of behavior that could be considered abusive or unlawful.
In addition to Kalena Harper, Diddy is alleged to have contacted several other individuals, including those who had witnessed or were involved in cases related to sexual abuse or trafficking accusations. Some of these contacts involved offering financial support or assistance to influence their statements, which prosecutors argue could be an attempt to obstruct justice. Diddy's actions have raised significant concerns regarding his compliance with legal rules, especially after allegations that he attempted to influence or intimidate witnesses. These actions have led prosecutors to argue that he poses a risk of obstructing justice, which has played a role in the denial of his bail. His efforts to contact multiple individuals to alter their testimonies have contributed to the belief that he may not be trusted to comply with the law if released. If prosecutors believe the conversations hold critical information, they might call Diddy's son in for questioning to help clarify the meanings behind the references to pizza boxes, plastics, and thick tans. They would likely want to understand whether any illegal activities were being discussed or alluded to in those conversations. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more content, and leave a comment below. See you next time.